Thanks for clicking on another segment of Follies and Freight. This one gets kind of personal. It's about the first woman in logistics that I ever knew, and that was my mother. In 1975, after my father passed, it was mid to late December, and she quickly started her job search after the first of the year in 76 and became a billing clerk for Grand Trunk Canadian National Railroad in Chicago. She worked off of Randolph. And on those days where I didn't have school and she didn't have anybody to watch me, I'd go to work with her. And it was pretty cool. She would be, the billing clerk, so she'd type in all the data. She would get the little ticker tape that would spit out of her machine, but then she had to transmit it in another Western Union machine. So that's what I got to do. So the ticker tape snakes, as I like to call it, I would run them through the Western Union machine. And then after that, I was supposed to throw them away. But what 10 or 11-year-old kid would not want to play with 8 feet long strips of a ticker tape snake? So I had a great time. But, the more I think about her sacrifice, what she did, she worked doubles, she worked weekends. She put my brother and I in church, in sports. Every activity she could possibly find, that's what we were doing. Because she knew that 2 kids under the age of 15 left to their own devices could be exposing themselves to trouble. My brother Scott eventually became Dr. Scott Helton, a superintendent of Illinois School District DuPage 88, whom unfortunately passed in 2020. He said, Greg, he goes, we were the exception. We were not the rule. He said, if it wasn't for our mom, he wouldn't have become a doctor, leading educators as well as students. And I said, Scott, you're right. If it wasn't for mom, I wouldn't have become what I became. But I still don't know what that is. Thanks, Mom.